AnnaSophia Robb is very underrated. Like, very, very underrated. I've made this comparison before, but her and Sadie Sink are pretty much the same soul. They're so similar. I love them both equally. I feel like Sadie Sink is this generation's AnnaSophia Robb, and vice versa. AnnaSophia Robb is the last generation's Sadie Sink. Such similar values, such similar traits. Even their smiles are kind of similar. It's pretty cool. And just like Sadie Sink, AnnaSophia Robb also started her acting career at a very young age. She was only 3 years old when she told her mother that she wanted an agent to find her acting gigs. And it was only until she turned 8 that her mother took her seriously and eventually found her an agent. And then they moved to LA and Anna got to work. And the rest is history, as they say. She's been in a lot of stuff. I remember seeing her in some food commercial. I think she did multiple of those. One of her first gigs was this movie called Samantha, an American Girl Holiday. Never seen it, but looks cute. And then soon after that, she booked Because of Winn-Dixie, which I've covered before on this channel. Loved that movie. She played Opal very well, and you can see the talent there even from such a young age. 2005 was quite a big year for AnnaSophia because that same year she also booked the role of Violet Beauregarde in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a very iconic movie and a very iconic role. Who doesn't remember her getting turned into a blueberry? And then 2 years after that, in 2007, her magnum opus, in my opinion, she got the role of Leslie Burke in Bridge to Terabithia, and I think that's where she kind of broke out. Such an incredible performance, such dedication as well. I think she wrote like a letter to the director of the movie expressing her ferocious interest in the role and in the character, and I think that letter was the final factor in her getting picked for the role. So that's awesome. And in all of the Bridge to Terabithia interviews, you can just see her passion for the project and the role, how much it means to her. She has this laser focus in interviews that's really cool, but also kind of scary. That's the one thing about AnnaSophia. She was really mature as a kid. And in my opinion, now that she's older, she's actually kind of loosened up a bit and to become more childlike. It's a weird Benjamin Buttons thing. But yeah, to have such maturity and wisdom and clarity at such a young age. I don't know what her parents were feeding her, but they must have taught her and raised her well, because even in other interviews like the one with Ellen, she was talking about how she wants to open up like a bakery, but like she wanted to tweak it a little bit to make it unique and like have an element of education weaved into the experience. And then she was talking about like Chinese paper and like how people will use sand or something like that instead of paper. It's crazy stuff. When I was her age, I was playing with dinosaurs and she's over here making witty, sarcastic jokes. It's brilliant, fantastic. So much self-awareness and awareness of the world and how it works at such a young age. She deserves all of her success. She stuck with the whole acting passion, but also she made it very clear that she wanted a life outside of acting, and she pursued education ferociously as well. She's not afraid to show that other side of her. She embraces both sides very openly. Similar to Sadie Sink, AnnaSophia also is knee-deep in activism, maybe even more than Sadie. You'll find these ancient photos of her in like a exhibition with all these other volunteers who go to countries like India or Africa to just help out the local populace, maybe by just providing them with company or giving out food. And then, you know, she'll accept all these awards like, you know, Best Actress in a kids movie or whatever, but she'll be equally excited for her school's prom. It's a very inspiring thing to see someone who's so well-grounded and well-balanced in so many aspects of her life. Back to the activism though, she was also part of the SAG-AFTRA strike movement, BLM as well. She did like a whole thing with black influencers and people of color, just letting them take over her Instagram to spread awareness of issues that BIPOC people are facing. She'll do live streams with non-profit organizations like There With Care. I remember seeing those live streams and I donated to There With Care myself. I think it's based in Colorado where she's from, and her friend is actually like the manager of the whole thing, so that's awesome. And then there are just so many more pieces of activism that she's been a part of, and even in her work, activism is just innately there. She was in a show called Dr. Death, which raised awareness about this psychotic surgeon who actually existed and harmed people. And you know, she just wanted to tell the story of how he got caught and the harm that he did and the consequences of his actions and how they brought him to justice. And then in her most recent work, Rebel Ridge, it plays with racism and systemic corruption. She chooses her projects very carefully, and a lot of them are so meaningful. You can't help but be inspired by her. She's done so much and is still doing so much for everyone around her. She was also in that Ed Sheeran music video. You know, she knows how to have fun. She's just amazing. A bright, beautiful sunshine in a world that's already filled with bright sunshines. Rebel Ridge kind of put AnnaSophia back on the map, and so I hope now people finally notice her, and then maybe we can have this second wind of just realizing again just how wonderful AnnaSophia Robb is. She's very passionate about politics as well, and you know, being a poll worker and a voter, an early voter, an informed voter, she really seems to care, and not afraid to care as well. That's the other thing. She's one big, beautiful spark that I hope never fades. And with that, we close this chapter of the book. Go give AnnaSophia some love. Go watch some of her movies. She's got a ton of great choices, and TV shows as well. What do you think of AnnaSophia Robb? Do you think she's underrated, overrated, or do you think she's right where she's supposed to be? Who should I cover next? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read your responses. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.